Dan, you wanted a moment?
Yes, I'd just like to ask our town manager, over the weekend, a lot of you have gotten your assessments in the mail, and you've seen your assessments go up, and I've gotten calls of people concerned about my taxes are going to go up. So I'd just like to ask our town manager to explain that a little bit to the public, as far as, does it mean because your house went up $100,000 in assessment, are your taxes going to go up? So, Mr. Mulholland.
So there's not a direct relationship between the two. What happens is when you have a revaluation, it basically resets the baseline of the property. Some properties are going to have a different percentage of increase in valuation depending on what the market price is for those. You may have a certain type of house, whether it's a split, and I don't know if this is actually true for a split, that went up by 10%, or you might have a ranch that went up by 20% because that type of property is more valuable in the marketplace. So that's going to change that factor for each person. The tax rate obviously gets set in the fall. That'll happen probably in November this year because of the reval. It's delaying the process. And there are a number of factors that go into that. How many new pieces of property came online, new structures that will offset those taxes, what our revenue picture is actually going to be when we actually set the tax rate. So all that is part of the factors about whether someone's property taxes go up or not. And what you have seen, as you know, and it's not just here, in other communities as well, commercial properties have increased in value by this much, residential properties have increased by this much because of the marketplace. So more of that burden is placed on residential property owners than it is on the commercial property owners because of the value in the marketplace. So until all of that shakes out, that entire process, we won't know what the taxes are going to be on any individual home. So just because your valuation went up does not necessarily mean that your property tax burden will go up. Again, it all depends on what that ratio is compared to other types of property, how much new property came online, and what our revenues are going into tax rate setting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.